Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is November. It is the beginning of November, which means my coffee and candles with Miss Angela is due today. I am so excited to be bringing you guys some coffee. Well, actually not coffee this month. It's actually tea this month and some candles. Snooki wants to jump on the bed, so we'll let her do that. So I do, instead of having coffee this time, I have some tea, and I have it in my mug that I got from TJ Maxx. It is Gibson Stoneware, I believe is the name brand of it. And you guys, I have been loving tea right now. I have been so obsessed with fall tea. It's not even funny. So I am going to be bringing you guys 3 fall teas that I chose for the month of November. By the way, it is like a classic November day today. Like, the leaves in Wisconsin have all changed. They are all either brown, yellow, red or orange, and they are like literally falling now, and there's just like leaves everywhere on the ground. And today it is raining, it is cloudy, and you just kind of want to like snuggle up with some tea and watch maybe like Stranger Things or something like that. Right now I'm into season 2 and it is amazing, so go watch it. But anyway, let's get into the tea that I chose for this month. It is all by the company Bigelow. I'm obsessed with this tea company. It's pretty much the only tea that I buy anymore. I just feel like this tea is like the strongest tea that I've had probably in my entire life, and I love it. So what I've been doing is I have 3 teas here, and I've been mixing them all together in my coffee pot because that's where I make my tea, and I get like this beautiful concoction. So these can all be purchased at your local grocery store, but the first one is pumpkin spice, and this is a black tea, and it is so good. And then I mix it with the vanilla chai because I am a chai girl. Like, I love chai. I love chai tea. I love putting like a little bit of chai into my coffee. It's just amazing. So this is the vanilla one. And I believe this is, yeah, the black tea as well. And then I've also been mixing those 2 up with the caramel chai, which is also a black tea. So these 3 flavors together for the month of November is awesome. It's so good. It's like a nice, rich, smooth, little bit of creamy if you add, like a little bit of almond milk to it. You don't really need any sugar or anything, and you're good to go. Okay, so I have a lot of candles that I chose for the month of November. I'm not probably going to be burning all of these, but I wanted to show you guys them. And these are basically my picks for November. When I think of November, I think of like on the brisk of, getting that snow, because here in Wisconsin, we do sometimes get snow in the month of November. It is cold. It is chilly. You need to get out your Ugg boots and your sweaters and your scarves and everything. Also, I feel like I did pick some pumpkin fragrances simply because maybe just 1 or 2, simply because I feel like in the month of November, you can still do pumpkin. Like, we're not quite, to Christmas yet. We are almost kind of like, feeling a little bit of pepperminty, but not quite there yet. And I feel like in the month of November, at least for the first 2 weeks, you can still get that like pumpkin type of feel. So this is what I chose. Let's start with Village Candle. Village Candle came out with a lot of fragrances at TJ Maxx. If you guys watched my latest haul from TJ Maxx, I had a blackout. And I bought a whole bunch of Village Candles. But the one of them that I chose was called First Frost. And I love this label because it really truly shows what happens in Wisconsin. The leaves can still be on the ground, or they can still be in the trees, and it can snow and it can frost. As a matter of fact, I just cleared off frost on my car yesterday. I had to get out the scraper. So that was a treat within itself. But this one says citron, lemon leaves, sugarcane, and jasmine. So this is very, like, you can definitely smell the lemon in here, but it also has kind of like a brisk, cooling kind of scent as well. And I just think it's going to be great for this month. Again, I love the label and I love the fragrance on there. Also by Village Candle, I did choose Forest Hike. I don't know, it just kind of reminded me of like, you know, the outdoors and kind of like what's been going on outside and bringing those fragrances inside because we can't have our windows open. So this again, I also bought at TJ Maxx, and this is Rainforest Moss, Juniper, and Dark Timber. So I don't know if you guys have ever gone hiking in the fall, but sometimes what'll happen is like when it's raining or when it's snowing and you're doing those hikes and the bark on the trees gets super wet, not really like a mossy type of fragrance, but almost just I don't know how to describe it. It's like wet bark. That's exactly what this smells like. It is so good. It is definitely green though. So if you don't like quote unquote green fragrances, you're probably not going to care for this one, but I love it. Let's see, what else did I choose? I just chose one candle from DW Home. I found this also at TJ Maxx. I have been a true Maxxinista. Like literally the past 6 months, I've been obsessed with TJ Maxx. Just because I have like all the good candles there. But this is Evergreen Forest. And it is a large 2-wick jar. I paid $7.99 for this. And I thought that that was pretty good. It has 56 hours of burn time. And I'm not real sure on the ounces of the candle here. I believe it's like 15, maybe 15 and a half ounces. But this is what the inside looks like. And oh my gosh, it smells so, so good. It just smells like a nice, fresh, crisp fall day, and you know, you go outside and you get kind of like all of the different fragrances that you would smell outside, like the trees, the wet leaves, all of it in Wisconsin. It just smells so good. So that's another one that I chose, and I love the look of this, how it goes. It's like the ombre look. It goes from the green kind of to the orange. Is that orange? Yeah, kind of like the orangish brown color. It just looks really, really nice for fall. So now, what did I choose from Yankee Candle? Because all my other candles are Yankee Candle. So let's see, this first one here. This is a World Journeys from Yankee Candle. I showed this in one of my hauls recently. This is California Redwood. And this candle, you guys, came out a long time ago, years ago, and they reintroduced it. I did purchase this at the outlet, but it does not have an outlet label, meaning the label is not yellow on the bottom. So there should be nothing wrong with it. Even though a candle does have a yellow label, sometimes there still isn't anything wrong with it. But anyway, this one was poured in 2017. So it's a new one. So California Redwood, I get obviously what would smell like redwood. I don't know. I've never smelled redwood before, but there's a lot of like oak in here, a lot of different trees in here. It also has kind of a perfume cologne mixture type of fragrance going on. I don't know, it's really nice. And then I just love the label on it. Can you guys see that? It's got like the pine cones, and it just, I don't know, reminds me of fall. And then this one I had to look up. So this is another World Journeys candle by Yankee Candle, and this is, I think, Kyoto is how you pronounce it, Autumn Leaves. And that is what this one looks like. This one was a new one at the outlet store. They never had it before. I couldn't find a scent description. Poured in 2017. Smells absolutely amazing. So I had to kind of like look this up. And this is a city in Japan. I love the label, by the way. It's got like that big, beautiful red leaf on there. And I mean, like I said, I couldn't find just a scent description, but I did find this. It just says the leaves start changing in Kyoto sometime in October. The peak of fall foliage usually comes in mid-November, and you can usually see colors on the trees until mid-December. Thus, in an average year, the foliage season in Kyoto lasts from October 15th to December 15th, with the peak around November 15th. So I just kind of looked up the fall in this city in Japan just to kind of like see if it would tell me anything, and it kind of sort of didn't. But this one smells really good as well. It just has like your classic type of outdoor fall-esque type of fragrance. I don't know. I really liked it. I like the label. I like the look of it. So I'm definitely going to be burning that. And then this one, I had to choose this one, you guys. This one is a favorite of mine. I did purchase this one at the outlet. It was poured in 2016. It does have the new label, whatever, but it is Harvest. And Harvest to me is like a classic fall Yankee Candle. First of all, you have the corn on there. It used to be a whole picture of all these different beautiful corn husks or whatever you call it, Indian corn. But now they just kind of narrowed it down to a half a corn stalk and a half a corn stalk equal one corn on the cob, you knob, I don't know, whatever. I don't like the label of this, but you guys, this is in the smooth wax. It is a beautiful color. Oh, it is absolutely intoxicating. To me, this has a very kind of pulpery Amish quilt store. You buy quilts in the Amish store, but you know what I mean, like that fall pulpery true fragrance. It is just amazing. It's got cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, and just like your outdoor type of fragrances. I don't know, it smells so good. Literally, I could probably burn this, I don't know, starting like late August all the way up until December 1st. This is probably my number one pick, I would say, for the fall time, by Yankee Candle. Come on and I'll lift you. Here. Oh, fuck. So I literally almost burned the whole house down. Yeah, that was almost a candle disaster. So let's just move on from that because, like, I don't even know what just happened. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, so let's get back into our Yankee candles. This is one of the reasons why you can't bark, but it is my fault, but still. Okay, also, Yankee Candle has a lot of pumpkin candles that you can choose from. They've got pumpkin buttercream, they've got spiced pumpkin, they've got, I mean, I don't even know, like the list literally goes on and on and on. They've got pumpkin cupcake. So I just wanted to show you guys one of the baby jars that I had. I have a ton of pumpkin fragrances, but this one is one that I really do like. This is called Spiced Pumpkin, and this is what their little baby jars look like. At the outlet, I think they go for $5.50, but if you catch them on a sale, you can get them much cheaper, and I just feel like these are really nice to have in your house if you want to try out a fragrance and you don't want to commit to a medium or a large jar. You can try these out. So this is Spiced Pumpkin, and this one, super spicy, but really, really good. It just smells like, kind of like a pumpkin pie that you would smell as you're baking the pie before you put the actual, like all of the ingredients in the shell, the raw pumpkin with all of the spices included. It's just a really, really nice fragrance. And then I also chose Autumn Wreath, which is another favorite of mine. This one is just more so like the pulpery, like that bagged pulpery that you would get at the store and you'd put in like a big bowl or whatever, and it's fresh. It's like the first day that you opened up the bag. And this one also has a lot of apple in it, which is why I chose it. It is in the food and spice category, but also the colors are really nice on it as well. And this is just another favorite of mine. And then also another baby jar that I chose was Fireside. And I believe this is a Canadian fragrance because it does say bougie on the cover or on the front label here. Let's see, this is in the fresh category and it literally smells like a burning fire outside, like a bonfire, but it also has almost like a fruit, some type of autumn fruit, whether it be like a pear mixed with something like a pear apple wood or something like that. I don't know. It smells super good. And look at how glossy that top is. Can you guys see that? It is just saturated with oil. And then the last candle that I have to show you guys here is Yankee Candle's Crackling Wood Fire. I got this at the outlet, and this is a UK fragrance. This does not have a pour date on the bottom, which I was like, I don't know what's going on there, but oh, it smells so good. So I did actually find this on the UK site. The large jar was going for $19.99. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, it really darkens up my face when I do that. But it just says, build winter memories around a warm cedar firewood kindled with sweet whispers of nutmeg and warm amber. The fragrance notes, the top is nutmeg, myrrh, and cinnamon. The mid is vanilla and amber, which is probably why I like it, because I'm smelling the amber. And the base is sandalwood, cedarwood, and smoky incense. So I am all about that incense, smoky, amber type of fragrance. And this is literally right up my alley. It just smells so, so good. And I love the label. It just reminds me of, like, I don't know, snuggling up next to the fire again, watching Netflix in your slanket and just like vegging for the whole day. Oh, and then I have one more candle. I forgot about this one. I also chose a coffee fragrance because I feel like, well, probably in October as well, but we did have some warm days in October when I was still drinking iced coffee. But usually around this time is when I make the switch from drinking iced coffee to warm coffee, you know, just hot, because I'm so, so cold. So I did choose this one. This is chocolate cappuccino. Do you guys remember this? Have you had this? Do you love it? I absolutely love it. I'm probably going to be burning it, definitely, for sure. This one was poured in 2016, and the chocolate is very, very prominent in here. It almost, to me, smells like whoopie pie. Like, remember that whoopie pie fragrance of the chocolate? It is very thick. It is semi-dark, and just very, very rich. But then this one also has a little bit of a creamy note, and you can just barely pick up that coffee type of fragrance, but it's just barely there. So if you're more of a chocolate person, I would definitely choose this candle because it is very, very rich. So those were my picks for the month of November and my mishap with my candle. I am so, so sorry about that, you guys. But you know what? I'm live on YouTube, and this is what happens. And thank God I didn't burn the house down. But I hope everyone has a great month for November. Definitely leave a comment down below and let me know what candles you guys chose to burn for this month. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to learn more about candles and life of Miss Angela. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, because some people are not getting notified of my uploads. And if you guys are subscribed, there's a reason why. So you guys will definitely get notified when I upload. All of my other orifices are down below. I hope everybody has a great month of November. And here's to more burning, everyone. Cheers.